Ooh-wee! 2025 was a banger year for games. Triumphant titles seemed to be dropping week after week while I navigated the minefield of life. And while I was too busy trying not to blow myself up to play most of them, the ones I did experience brought a welcome calm to my anxious mind. Without further ramble, here are my 5 favorite games of 2025. Number 1. Shinobi: Art of Vengeance. I'm starting with a title that fell on me like a neutron bomb. This is honestly one of the best games I've played in a long time. Coming off of the pulse-pounding Streets of Rage 4, the developer Lizard Cube has captured my heart once again with their take on Joe Musashi. Since I fell off Street Fighter 6 pretty hard earlier in the year, good run Capcom, but I don't have time to get sweaty at 3 AM online these days. I needed another game with deep combo and parry mechanics that respected my time. I found that dream game in spades with this Sega classic revival. The demo alone had me so hyped that I made a whole video about it. Check that out if you're curious. Since 2025 was dubbed the Year of the Ninja, with 2 Ninja Gaidens and this new Shinobi, only one stealthy assassin stole my heart. My love went to the hero riding a large white dog, the iconic Shinobi, Joe Musashi. Number 2. Cookie Cutter. Okay, so this game technically came out a few years ago, but I just got to it in 2025, and I'm glad I did. I was drawn in by Cookie Cutter's charming illustrations, engaging art direction, and characters that looked like they just leaped out of my high school sketchbook. I loved its early David Jaffe vibes, retro game nods, and charmingly adolescent humor.
And it's complete. You want to give my Red Rocket a test run?
The writing is uneven but enjoyable, with its punk rock thumbnosery. The combat can get repetitive, and the traversal is honestly exhausting. Hey, it's an uneven game, but there's something infatuating brewing in its piston-pumping robot heart that kept me going until the end. So, if you like what you see, I say give it a try. Just be forewarned, the zones are needlessly large. The combat can frustrate, thanks to a sometimes too zoomed out camera, spongy bosses, and a poorly implemented parry. And there are a few instant spike sections that feel more like an FU than a fair challenge.
From down here I can see that there is something at the bottom of the toilet bowl.
Oh god, why did I put my hand in here? Oh, so slimy and gross.
Three, Stellar Blade. With me waxing poetic about fast and furious combat in the previous entries, you probably saw this one coming. After hearing PlayStation owners rave about it for over a year, I was excited to finally snag it on PC. And it did not disappoint. You may be surprised, but this action entry isn't all style. There's pulse-pounding substance beneath the protagonist's pretty face. If you move past this discourse-inspiring fan service, you'll find an absorbing game with a rewarding combat system, built on the now classic triad of attack, parry/block, and dodge. Stellar Blade offers enough flexibility to make you feel in control, while demanding just enough precision to keep you on edge. I could go on and on about the enjoyable traversal, unique character designs, and just one more thing, task loops that kept me playing into the wee hours. But I'll just say, if you're a sucker for character action titles like me, play this game.
很好。
Hola, Crescendo here. If you're enjoying this list so far, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button and subscribe. which really helps the channel grow and gives me the inner strength to rise from bed and keep making videos like this for you. Number 4. Silent Hill F. Here's another one that sparked a ton of talk online. So much so that I'm making a whole video about it. Watch out for that. I had my own issues with the game, but overall, I consider it a triumph. From front to back, it oozes mood. And tiny touches and facial animations and environments go a long way to sell a lived-in, believable world housing a grounded horror story. There are some genuinely disturbing moments on display as Hinako, the protagonist, makes her way through a narrative centering on transformation and interpersonal struggle. When I found myself talking through character motivations and story beats with a friend after my first playthrough, I knew this was a game that would stick with me. So, whatever misgivings I have to acknowledge it's one of the best of 2025.
お前が自分で選んだ道なら俺はいつまでも応援するからな。
Mortal Kombat! Sorry, I had to. This series played such a huge role in my childhood that this collection holds a special place in my heart. I know many had issues with the matchmaking, but for me, it wasn't a deal breaker. Honestly, after MK2, I found the series too punishing in single player mode, and its controls less intuitive than Capcom's rival Fighter. So I wasn't here for that. I came here for the early arcade ports, MK Special Forces. Yeah, I am that freak. And the documentary. And after a few patches, the rough edges seemed smoothed out for the competitive crowd. And I've had hours of fun returning to the home versions I hunched over as a teenager, and hearing the wild tales from the creators who built a modern mythology.
The idea was, again, the outrageous presentation. We really wanted to have, just yelling and loudness in general into the game.
So, there you have it. My personal top 5 from a year absolutely packed with great games. Looking back, 2025 wasn't just about escaping the minefield that is my life. It was about finding worlds worth getting lost in.
你这是亵渎神明，你疯了吗？
好吧。
Combat systems that made me sweat. And stories that lingered long after the credits rolled. Now, I'm turning it over to you. What was your game of the year? Was it something from this list? Or a hidden gem I totally missed? Drop your pick in the comments. I read every one. Until next time, thanks for watching. Crescendo out.